Lead president and ZANU-PF bootlicker Linda Masarira is under fire from the citizens of Zimbabwe for bootlicking the Mnangagwa family. Masarira on a Twitter account, she has written something that has infuriated a lot of citizens, and citizens have risen and are on her neck. She has written, have you noticed that another president, E.D. Mnangagwa, are hardworking comrades? And this has angered Zimbabwean people. I wish family I could open the comments that are down there, but I don't even want to attempt to do so because I've seen some comments that I would not even want to talk about, or even I don't want them even to appear on this platform because, you know, some people would say some so strong words, some strong vulgar words that they are saying. But generally speaking, a lot of Zimbabwean people have come really guns blazing on Linda Masarira for what she has said, that children of Mnangagwa are hard workers. On one of the people that spoke was actually saying, have you ever heard about the children of Ramaphosa? Why are you talking about that? Why are you not able to separate issues? And I thought that man who gave that comment was really, on point to say that why is it that it has to be the children of the president, the children of Mnangagwa, and we don't hear this happening in other countries? Why only in Zimbabwe? And one of the problems that we have, of course, is to have leaders who call themselves opposition leaders, especially being presidents of so-called opposition parties like Linda Masarira, who are going to be involved in hero worshipping Emmerson Mnangagwa to this extent. Of course, I've told you what is happening with people like Linda, people like Maduku and company, that they are every month they line up at ZANU-PF offices and they'll be getting their cash. They are given cash every month from ZANU-PF offices, Shake building. And from our sources, we have somebody who was even saying he meets these people time and again at those offices, getting that those kind of payments. And I was even saying, one day I wish you could just take a photo of them or a video or something so we can expose them big time to the Zimbabwean people that these are fake leaders. These are fake opposition leaders. There is no true opposition leader so far in Zimbabwe when we are looking at those that are on the ground right now. So what we are seeing happening is a problem of people that have failed in terms of running their own lives. People like Linda Masarira are simply failures of life. She tried to do what she could do and failed. She tried to open her own political party and then it failed. But she has decided to leave, to let the opposition party just leave for the sake of her being identified with it, so that she could start eating through it. That's all that is happening. You never find her talking to people. You never find her selling an idea. You never hear of a manifesto. You never hear of any people that belong to that very particular opposition party. But Linda is good at standing in the corner together with Varakashi and defending the things of ZANU-PF and attacking our chain champion, Nelson Chamisa. And that is one thing that is so surprising, that why is it that she as an opposition member would always want to be opposing the opposition and not talking about ZANU-PF? Right now, we have many issues that are at stake that need to be talked about, but you don't hear people like Maduku, you don't hear people like Bushi, you don't hear people like Linda Masarira and the others coming out to talk about these issues. So this is the major problem, I think, that we still have in our country, of having these people that want to quickly rush into political positions, and yet these people are there for their stomachs. They are there just to feed their stomachs. It's not about the Zimbabwean people. This is the problem also that we are having, that many of the people that are fronting themselves in political offices are actually ready to be bought. If ZANU-PF would bring money, they would receive money and sell off the struggle, the way that we have seen things happening with Songezo Shabang, Washman and the like. So it's a sad situation that we continue to experience in the country, where we continue to be divided on political lines, where we have people who are not genuine, who try to become what they are not. And yet, when money is presented before them, their true colors will be seen. And at the end of the day, they derail the struggle. Right now, our struggle could have been further ahead had it not been for people like the Shabangus and the like, and the friends who decided to sell the struggle to ZANU PF. So we have quite a number of these people, and what we need to do is we need to continue watching them to make sure that they don't continue to, deceive the Zimbabwean people when it comes to times of elections or things like that. We don't want to see these people. These people like Linda Masarira are supposed to be going to the political dustbin. In the new great Zimbabwe, Zimbabweans must just give them the middle finger. They must just go, leave politics, because these are not politicians, because they stand for nothing. They have nothing that they stand for. A political party must have its own philosophy, its manifesto. It must also have its own plans that it needs to implement in the country. But if you hear of any politician who never speaks about their own plans for Zimbabwe, but they are only good at criticizing other opposition parties without even giving any advice on how to do the things that they are criticizing. So it doesn't work at the end of the day. So as Zimbabwean people, we need to learn to move away from this idea of just thinking about ourselves, thinking about as long as myself and my family, we are fine. We forget about everyone else. We need to unite. This is time that we need to come together to stand and fight against ZANU PF. This is the time that we need to push to make sure that we push ZANU PF out of power, and then our country can begin to be revived. We can never have Zimbabwe reviving ever again as long as we have ZANU PF still sitting there. So Mnangagwa and ZANU PF have demonstrated that they don't have the willpower to make sure that things will start working once again in Zimbabwe. They would rather destroy what is left and disappear when they feel that they are in danger, or when they feel that they are losing power. That is the thing that they want. I can tell you that people like Mnangagwa, it's not surprising that he now owns a whole town somewhere, maybe in Belarus or some other place, where he's waiting to go and run that town on his own. Because the money these guys have stolen from our country is just too much. You need really to ask yourself, what do they need these monies for? Because it is just too much. It's money that you can't finish even in a whole lifetime. Even if you are given 3 lifetimes, you can't finish that money. So what are they doing with it is the $1 million question. So the issue that we are talking about is that Zimbabwean people must continue to unite. Let us push away selfish people and selfish tendencies. Unite together and push ZANU PF out. We fight the battle that we need to fight to free our nation. There is no one else who's going to free us. We need to rise up to free ourselves. We need to fight. We need to put pressure on ZANU PF. With God on our side, ZANU PF is biting the dust. And this is the season that we must see change happening in the nation. And God being in it, we are definitely going to come out victorious. And we win, and we continue to win. Otherwise, family, thank you so much for joining me on this show. We will continue to be giving you updates here and there as we continue to proceed with the struggle for the freedom of the Zimbabwean people. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. For those that have not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe to this channel, like and share. We will be giving you updates almost on a daily basis. You are blessed.